Okay, we have another one here, capitalization and mutability. So what this one is saying is your coworker was supposed to write a simple helper function to capitalize a string that contains a single word before they went on vacation. Unfortunately, they have now left and the code they gave you doesn't work. Fix the helper function they wrote so that it works as intended. In other words, make the first character in the string word uppercase. Don't worry about the numbers, about number of special characters or non-string types being passed to the function. The string length will be from 1 character to 10 characters, but will never be empty. Okay, so we'll go ahead and train on this one. Oh, it looks like this one was done already. Ah. Well, forget you saw that. Oh, well, I mean, this doesn't look like it's, I don't know. Looks so, okay. Maybe they're, I know I hadn't done this one before, but it looks like they just give you a starter. So let's test it. Okay, good. So, right. So they gave you a starter piece of code here, which is actually very helpful because this is exactly what I was thinking we would use. We know that two uppercase will uppercase something. Um, so, uh, yeah, they're really helping you out here. But they're only returning the original word that came back, so they didn't even use this. But they're giving you a hint, right? So uppercase can uppercase something. So let's go into our REPL actually here, and just going through the problem solving process. So we want to have something that's called a capitalized. Let's just do it in here. This is so much less about the answer and it's more about the problem solving technique. So we know that you can uppercase a letter, but what if you uppercase the entire word? So will it just capitalize the first letter? No, it won't. You could do capitalized word. Let's console.log capitalized word, and let's pass it Apple. So if you just returned word to uppercase, let's say var result was word to uppercase, and we want to return result. Just uppercase the whole word, but we need to uppercase just the first character. So let's use some of our tools. First of all, this is another example where do we really need a loop? We could use a loop, but we could also use direct manipulation of what we need. We know that we need an A, but if the word were apple, we would need an A, and then we would need a PPLE. So we need the first character uppercased, and then we would need the rest of the word. So before we had the first character, let's pseudocode this out. So we want to capitalize the first character. Then we need to get the rest of the word. Index 1 until the end. And we want to join first character and rest of word. And we want to return the result. Some good pseudocode, right? And it's, again, there's ways to do this in one line, but we want to just think it through as if we're problem solving it um, through a very methodical and easy way. So we want, and this wouldn't be the result, this would be the first character. So we'll just call this first char equals word at 0, the first character, dot to uppercase. Then the next part of the word. Remember, we talked about some of our tools. We could save our rest of word equals word dot. Now that we remember, we had substring, we had slice. We could say word dot slice, starting at 1. Remember, if you don't give it an end, it goes to the end. And join the first character in the rest of the word. So we could say var final or var result equals first char plus rest of word. And get apple. So let's try this. Capitalize word. So it should be self-explanatory. Instead of slice, we could have done substring, right? Gives us the same thing. Instead of first char plus rest of word, again, if you've seen the other videos, you've got your tools. So this could be first char dot cat rest of word. So, any of these things work. Let's go back up to our kata, put our function in here, return the result, test it, and it passed. Okay, I'm going to take my pseudocode out. Because since it really is this simple, now, well, let's just attempt it, right? And it's saying refactoring comment. So here, I mean, this could be, we could just return all one thing, right? So we could just return, not even declare the variables. Now that we know all of this works, return the uppercase part plus the word.substring. Call it a day. So let's just test it. Works. Attempt it again. Works. And submit. All right. And so voila, it looks like a lot of other, all these solutions are locked until you solve it. So, if you're not going to accidentally stumble upon the solutions page because they won't let you see it until you've actually solved it. You notice here people they did our solution. They use slice, right? So slice substring to uppercase. Mm-hmm. Using a dot replace, string method dot replace, etc. Okay, so this was another one. And yep, so hopefully you're getting a hang of the problem solving process. We'll go into the next clip with another example.